March 7th. This is what I woke up to. I've been awake for hours. I was out here at, what, 5 o'clock this morning or earlier. Maybe it was 4:30. I don't know. Giving the horses hay. So they finished that off. And they're waiting for me to come out and give them some more. And I'll do it. Should probably do it before it turns to rain. And put some hay in the shelter because it's supposed to rain later. So hopefully this is winter's last gasp. Of course, didn't I say that the last time? It's pretty, but I won't miss it. Right, girls? Honey just finished her small amount of grain. And Disa's just finishing up her morning breakfast. Yep. Just brought some more hay out. Second time this morning I brought hay out. This hay looks a little bit better than the last batch. It's a new bale. So hopefully they'll enjoy it. Disa is getting, I give her, in the morning I don't give her a whole lot. But I give her about 4 or 5 handfuls. Make sure the bottom of the bucket is covered with these dry, it's half alfalfa, half Timothy hay. I put in the bottom of the bucket, and then I moisten it just to make sure, because I don't want to add any more dry ingredients to her stomach. I'm not sure she's getting enough to drink. So I make sure it's moistened, soaks up quite a bit. And then I give her a single measure of senior feed, and I mix that in with it. And she rarely ever leaves anything in there. She pretty much cleans it up. She's just got a little bit dribbled on the snow down there, you can see, right by the bin. Since I've been feeding her in this big bin, she's wasted very, very little food. Very little. So I'm making sure she gets the lion's share of it, you know. So I'd say she gets like 98 to 99% of what I feed her. So that's good. And hopefully that's going to bring her condition up a little bit more. It's been a rough year. Since I'm out here in the snow, watching the horses eat, I'm going to explain some things to you. About 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I don't remember now. I'm thinking it's like 2 or 3 months ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I heard a news report that a lot of horses are like losing weight this year because the hay that's been produced in Kentucky this year was of a lower nutritional value, not because of any problems with the soil, not because of the problems with the farmers or anything like that. The problem's been because of the rain. They were unable to cut the hay at the optimal nutritional time. Okay? So the hay is lacking. I did not realize that when we first moved down and I started getting the hay, and and with the fuzzy coats on the horses, because they get all fuzzy and everything with the winter coat, I did not really pick up that they were losing weight. Honey has lost some weight, but she's not bad. She needed to lose a few pounds anyway, because she was fat. But Disa, the old girl, I started to see her hip bones more prominent, even through her fuzzy winter coat. She's fuzzier than Honey is. So it's like, okay, this is not good. So that's when I started giving her the senior feed. Okay, and she was only getting fed once a day. And that's normally no problem. But at least to my eye, she still seemed to be declining. And after the report on the hay, it's like, okay, I need to do something more for her. So as soon as I was able to, we went and got a bag of the hay pellets from Stanley. They have a variety of different products. They have hay cubes and hay pellets. Hay pellets are a little bit easier for me to handle. And you can get either straight Timothy hay or half alfalfa, half Timothy, and also alfalfa. And it seems to me, I think I saw they had a couple of new things too. Maybe orchard grass, or maybe that's in the cubes. I don't remember now. But I debated back and forth about whether or not to give Disa alfalfa. And it's like, since I'm giving her the senior feed and the nutrition is so low in this hay, I figured, you know what, I'll give her the 50-50 and we'll see how she does. If she starts to get crazy, then I'll take away the alfalfa and I'll just get the Timothy. But we'll see how she does. You got to be careful because the alfalfa is higher in protein, and that can be a problem for a senior horse's kidneys. But I'm not really giving her a whole lot. Like I said, it's half alfalfa, half Timothy. So I'm hoping that reduction and the fact that this hay probably doesn't have a whole lot of protein in it either, that is not going to be a problem with her. And once the grass comes in, I know it doesn't look like there's grass today because of the snow, but they have been going down and they have been grazing. There has been new grass coming up. So they are getting some. So I'm hoping that will also give her what she needs. So between the hay pellets and the senior feed and new grass coming in, I'm hoping that I can get her condition back up. She does seem to be a little brighter, a little more interested. So that's a positive sign. So I think maybe she's starting to feel better now that I've been doing this. And it's just, senior horses have their own, it's not just like with an emaciated horse that's been from neglect or something like that. She's a senior, and they oftentimes have more issues with weight gain and even maintaining their weight. Now her breed tends to be, pretty good that way, just like with honeys, the Haflingers. Disa's an Icelandic, and so they tend to be pretty good when it comes to weight management. She's always been good. As a matter of fact, if anything, she was overweight for a while, and her owner had to really be careful with what she was giving her. So I'm hoping, since she's got a good history of keeping her weight up, that with the new grass that she's going to pick up even better. So this is just giving her that little bit extra that she needs for right now. Okay, are you done, Disa? You think you're done? All right, well, I got to put the bin away and untie Honey. Have to tie her up because otherwise she'll chase Disa off her feed. And even though Honey's lost some weight, she does not need Disa's food. Disa's has more in it, nutritionally speaking. But since Disa is now, oh yes, another thing too is I've bumped her up to 2 feedings a day. She gets a little bit more in the evening than she does for breakfast. And I'm still giving them the hay. And I give Honey a small portion, a very small, just a little bit like that in the morning, and then she gets a little bit more in the evening. I've also bumped her up a little bit with her grain, just to give her that little bit extra. So, All right, I gotta go. I think it's starting to change to freezing rain, so which is why they had the rain sheets on there. I don't normally have rain sheets on the horses when it's snowing because their coat acts as an insulating barrier, but it's supposed to change to rain, so that's the only reason they have rain sheets on, because it's changing over to rain. I think that's what it feels like. It's starting to do that now. So I don't have a rain sheet on. I'm gonna let them loose and go back in the house.